Hi, my name's Isaac Shutt. I'm an estate planning attorney. I'm licensed to practice law both in Texas and in Wyoming. And in this video, I'll answer a question that I get just about every day, and that is, what does it cost to create a trust? Well, I'm going to get right to that question, but first, I have to give you that old attorney caveat, which is the answer to everything is it depends. So on this video, I promise you, I am giving you a range. I'm giving you real dollar costs here in 2023, but it has to be with that caveat that your situation might be a little bit different, and it's going to be depending on a lot of variables. So let's get right to it. For our law office here in the Richardson, Texas area, the cost to prepare a revocable living trust, which is the most typical and common type of trust that our clients request, will range between about $1,200 to about $2,500. Now, I told you that it came with the caveat that it really depends on several variables. And so even within that range of $1,200 to $2,500, you have to look at things of, are we doing a single person or is this for a married couple? Are we doing any sort of ancillary documents in addition to just the trust document itself? So when you start adding some of those other things in there, like for example, a lot of our clients will ask for a deed, or they'll need what we call a pour-over will, which is a will that's designed to go with a trust. They'll ask for our all-inclusive estate planning bundle. In our office, we call that the Wills Plus package. That costs more because you've got power of attorney, medical power of attorney, living will, all of those kinds of things that are all included. So if you add all of those things up, the scope of the work is included, but so is the cost. So I would say the average cost for a single person, and again, this is here for the Dallas area, to do a trust-based entire estate plan with the deed and power of attorney and will and all of those kinds of things. For a single person, you're probably looking on the low end in the $1,500 to $2,000 range. And then depending on your attorney and things like that, I would say on the high end, probably $5,000. Now, our law firm tends to be on the lower end of that spectrum just because we're designed to be a higher volume law firm. So we don't cut any corners, but we try to be really, really efficient in what we do. And because we're more efficient and systematic in our approach, we are able to have a little bit lower costs. But even with us, for a single person with the entire all-inclusive trust-based estate plan, you're typically looking at around $1,500 up to maybe $2,000 for a single person. And then for a married couple, you're typically looking at between $2,000 and $3,000 for a very typical trust-based estate plan. Now, with other attorneys, you may see the cost for a married couple go, I would say the typical range here in the Dallas area is $5,000 to $10,000 for the entire revocable living trust based plan with powers of attorney and everything like that. But again, it's going to depend on what part of the country or area you're in, how much experience your attorney has, whether or not you have any special needs issues that need to be addressed in your documents, or any other things that really make it more custom. So here's the deal. Here's the main takeaway that I want you to have. You're going to have a cost range probably between $1,500 all the way up to like $10,000. And what I would say is, if you go to meet with a lawyer about having your trust done or asset protection or legacy planning or whatever, I think it's a very fair question to ask, what is this going to cost me? And probably also ask, how long is this going to take? Because I'll tell you, we've inherited a lot of clients from people who started their trust with another attorney and then came to us later. And I am stunned to learn that that client had no idea what that attorney thought the project was going to cost. The attorney never even told the client, hey, here's our flat rate fee or here's our estimated range of costs. None of that was ever communicated. And I'm stunned going, why did you ever hire an attorney with just a blank check? But I can tell you this, I think it's very fair for you to ask when you meet with the attorney, what's this going to cost and how long is this going to take? And a lot of firms even put that information on their website, but again, you'll have to take that with a grain of salt because the attorney really doesn't know exactly what all is going to be entailed in your specific trust until they've had a conversation with you. So don't hold it against that attorney if the costs of trusts aren't on the attorney's website, because all trusts are different. It's not like a will where everybody's will is sort of formulaic and says the same stuff. Every trust is different, so you're going to see a greater range of costs. And that attorney is not going to have any idea of what type of trust you're going to need until they've met with you. So I think it's very typical to need to go meet with an attorney. But when you meet with that attorney initially, don't just think, oh, okay, well, we really had a pleasant interaction with this guy and he seems to know what he's talking about. Hey, go ahead and ask, what do you think this is going to cost? And how long do you think this is going to take? Those are very fair questions. And if you don't like the answers to those questions, then I guarantee you there are other estate planners that would be thrilled to meet with you. And again, I hope you found this video helpful. My name's Isaac Schutt. I'm of the Schutt Law Firm. Our law office is headquartered in Richardson, Texas, although we handle estate planning cases all over the state, and we'd love to hear from you.